Aloha and welcome to Mana Inspiration with yours truly, Noden Dorrance. And like always, we're going to have our scripture. And the scripture we have today is going to be Daniel number 3, verse 24 and 25. What it states is Then King Nebuchadnezzar leaped to his feet in amazement and asked his advisors, Weren't there three men that were tied up and thrown into the fire? They replied, Certainly, your majesty. He said, Look, I see four men walking around in the fire, unbound, unharmed, and the fourth looks like a son of God's. On that note, I'm reading right in the middle of a passage, and it's basically the three Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego refused to believe in the king's God. The king got furious, threw those three into the fire. Now, that's where we get those quotes when he's in the fire, or the scripture, that he thought he threw three guys tied and bound, when actually, when they looked, he's seen four. What I think that correlates to really is we have our God, our favor with us in the fire. And I heard this from Joel Osteen, and it says sometimes you have to go through the fire so other people can see the hand of God on your life. And I think that's really what he was looking into. Les Brown, he says this, and he says, You can't see the picture when you're in the frame. So I think you can't really see unless you're really paying attention to the fire and the favor in the fire. So that's what I'm coming down to. There must be favor in the fire. What that's correlating to is fire as the storms of life, things that you go through, the things that you feel like you really don't know a way out. I know me, I found myself in that situation just recently where I didn't know what's going to happen, and God turned it around to where he was able to give me other opportunity, and just holding on to that faith and believing there's favor in what you're going through. So there it comes down to the fire. Now, what can fire be good for? And I started doing a little research on fire. Now, if you like cooking like myself, fire, if you're cooking with wine, what fire does is actually burn off of the alcohol and concentrate on the flavors of the wine. So it enhances the flavor of your dish. Now, other with landscaping, what fire is good for, it actually helps removing low growing underbrush. It cleans the forest floors of debris, opens up sunlight, and it nourishes the soil. It also allows established trees to grow even stronger and healthier. So, if this fire is doing stuff to kind of clean stuff out, same like the wine, it's kind of burning that bad stuff out. What is the fire that you're going through burning out that you don't need? What is that, I would say, favor that you see you're going through? You know, what if the fire we are going through is really help forming the new you? I think, you know, I also heard this, and it says you can't reach your full potential without the fire. So I think this is where we also start saying, what is the favor we are getting through the fire? If you come to think of it, it's almost like the silver lining. If you know what a silver lining is in every bad situation, there is an element of good. Now I challenge you. What is your silver lining in the fire that you're going through? I know I found it. My silver lining is a lot of good, just believing in my faith, believing that there is a yes coming around the corner. I think that's that silver lining we got to hold on to. And I think it's also like believing that glass is half full instead of half empty. It all starts with the attitude we have and the perspective. If we believe that there's favor in that fire, we got to discover what is that silver lining that we believe this is all worth it. Now, I love you guys. And on that note, you guys have a blessed week. I thank you. Tune in next week. Like it, subscribe, share with others. And like I said, here at Mana Inspiration, all we want to do is we're here to help others inspire to aspire to become great. And we're here for each other, just like you. I love you guys and aloha. Salute to all the soldiers. You guys have a blessed week. Thanks, guys.